Financial field. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good. Good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
So opening drive, 3rd down. They go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Josh Jacobs, the Raiders.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards.
They go with Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like...
Open man is Witten. Touchdown Raiders.
Complete to Jason
Witten. There to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
For an Eagles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Raiders 7, Eagles nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swing the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30.
Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Down to about the 22 here.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll look downfield for Waller. And got his man complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Sanders. They'll go option to the short side. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Carr now to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Carr. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And a short gain here down to the 22. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And now look at him go. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and
as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now wins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Raiders 10. Jay Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
His throw here's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The tackle.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to set this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And that will write a finish to this ball game.